Alright, what's up, what's going on guys? Your boy Chumbles and I'm back with another video, finally. And today this is going to be a tips and tricks kind of video. Animation canceling, all that stuff with Nidalee. So, let's get right into the news. No, let's level up. Is there a way to make minions spawn? Doesn't look like it. So let me go over some of the stuff that I'm gonna be talking about. So I feel like I just said like a rhetorical question there, or a statement. So first thing we'll go over is Nidalee's WE animation cancel. So what I see some people doing is they'll swipe and they'll W onto like whatever target, but you can how do I, here we go. So you can actually do your WE or EW while canceling the E's full animation. So for example, you would do that instead of that. So it just basically it's a time kind of difference. So again, oh wait. So just like that, I think you can actually cancel the full animation even more if you got like Tiamat, for example. But just for this kind of purpose, you can see like the difference there. My whole W would have to go through before my E goes off, but if I do EW, it basically cuts half of the E's animation and then follows through with the W. So the next one is going to be the QW. It's like that, except you actually hit the target. So like that. And what that actually does, depending on the situation, so just like that, is you can actually push lane faster. So a lot of people don't know what the use of this actually is for, and it's to well, in certain situations you can use it to be pushing lane, or using it as an escape tool. So for example, if you're being chased and let's say this minion right here is low, like say this is the middle of the lane, you can QW to refresh some of your W's cooldown, which lets you get another W off and lets you escape. Which is actually really important, and I recommend you guys go ahead and practice doing that. This is something that can be used on jungle creeps as well. So if you're doing wraiths, for example, or whatever they're called, you can QW onto the wraiths, and then well, what the hell? Essentially, you can keep getting your cooldowns lower and lower, and then with your W being refreshed, you get more W's off faster, and you clear faster and take less damage. So this doesn't have to be just for top lane, but for my viewers specifically, that's essentially what it is. But the next is going to be the let's move over here. So wait, what? Hello? Hello? Where is it? Why? Oh, wait, what? That was weird. So the next one is going to be the EWQ. So just like that. Oh, I didn't press my Q. So just like that. And what that does is it gets off the maximum amount of damage that you can onto the target with your cougar form. So your Q does more damage the lower they are, so essentially you want to hit your other spells before hitting your Q, because in the end it makes your I just lost my train of thought. So yeah, you want to use your other spells to make your Q stronger when you hit the target, because the target will be lower the more spells you hit. So that's, oh, what the hell? Oh, they spawned without vision. Okay. I'm just gonna recall and show you guys another one. So this one is actually really important. You can use this as jungle Nidalee, but I think it's a little more important as top lane Nidalee. So what you want to do is, say you have a target here. Let me put the targets over here. Oh, you can toggle minion spawn. Okay, so the reason I have Sheen is just to show you guys what it looks like better. So what you want to do is WR and then auto. So WR and then auto. And what this does is it gets your Sheen off while you creating distance. I didn't press. So it makes, yeah, so say you have Sheen, for example. It doesn't have to work like just with Sheen, but especially with Sheen, you're getting the Sheen proc off by doing this, because just switching forms and then autoing doesn't activate your Sheen's cooldown. But if you WR and then auto, you're activating your Sheen. So I'll show you guys again. So WR auto, there's your Sheen, goes off, goes on cooldown. So this is really important in lane specifically, but of course this is obviously important in jungle Nidalee as well, because it just affects you overall. What else? So yeah, make sure you know how to do that. That's really important, especially when you have Sheen in lane or in jungle. There's also this one, which I'm gonna show you. So you can, I messed it up. This one's actually kind of hard. I can't do this one like perfectly yet. So you want to auto. Yeah, this one's hard if you don't have attack speed. So auto, and then you're supposed to RW, and it refreshes your, yeah, this one's kind of bad if I don't have attack speed, but like that. So you see I got my W cooldown again. So this one's something that I actually have to practice, so just something that you guys can practice as well. That was weird. What the heck? What the heck? How do I do that? Wait, what? I was like double pouncing. That was pretty cool. Hidden Nidalee buff, Kappa. So the next one is going to be animation canceling. Just go back and buy some stuff just to make it easier. Add gold. Alright, it's definitely enough. So your typical build in top lane is gonna be like, let's say just Triforce PD, for example. Just get a teleport to lane here. So you have your animation cancel with your auto. So just like that. So as you can see, the damage is going off. You can see it right there. Well, right there is a crit, but it's like 123, right? So you're essentially just clicking and you're canceling the full animation, which actually is really important because that means you can get off your next auto attack a lot quicker. Obviously important in the jungle, kind of harder to do in the jungle, but important just to know overall. So I can show you on tower. So auto, so just like that, whereas your full animation is this, where you would be doing died. Also, what this is really important for is the kiting, especially in top lane. Oh yeah, it is like weirdly bugged. But yeah, it's important to do it in the top lane, because you can kite your enemies or whoever you're facing, and it's just something that you should really note. Also, you can auto animation with your Cougar form, so just like that. So you can see my swipe isn't actually doing a follow through. So like that. You can basically not even see my swipe go through. I'm gonna actually heal Scuttles here. My man. You eat those honey fruits, boy. Yep. Savage. Alright, so that's, so you can see like right now, like there's like almost no animation, right? So this is the Cougar animation when I'm not doing anything. So you can see the whole swipe follow through right there with her paw is actually pretty long. So I can show you here, hitting crits. So you can see it does like a little swipey animation. Whereas if you cancel the animation, like that, you're getting off, once again, more autos. And that's obviously just 100 times better when you're doing trades or, you know, whatever, etc, etc. Another thing, I don't know if I can respawn these, but you can actually get your W pounce cooldown on the blast cones. Is there a way to toggle these? No, I don't think so, unfortunately. So essentially, again, you're going to be using the QW that I showed you early on, and what you're going to want to do is just QW the target, and then it'll launch you forward like it's supposed to, and your W will go on a shorter cooldown. So the if you don't know what I'm talking about, killing a unit in Cougar form reduces pounces cooldown to 2 seconds from 4.8, what it is right now. So I'll just show you here. You're gonna Q, then W, and then you see this is the distance you're supposed to go. So Q, and then you're gonna auto W. So you go in the distance, but this would go on cooldown. I have the cooldown thing on. I should probably take that off to show you. Where's the other blast cones? Oh wait, does it come back? Oh no. So basically you're doing this, that animation, the QW, so like that, but actually hitting it. Again, stuff like that takes practice, but it's really important to just actually know. I didn't really know about it, like I didn't really think about using it before, and then I realized that you can actually do that. I'm not sure if you can do it on this. Okay, so you can, no you can't. It doesn't proc the cooldown. But you can do like this, which is actually hilarious, by the way. If you do it properly, if you do it, so the way your Q works is, let me show you. That was actually pretty funny, because I kind of forgot that was a thing. So like this, you're going forward, right? So if we have a target here, and I want to say I'm facing like this way, like as cougar form facing this way, you can go this way. So like, oh my god, I missed. All right, no, don't kill them all. So like that. So I'm facing this way, but because your Q, or because your W actually pounces towards your cursor, instead of the actual way your character is facing, you can actually pounce while you're doing the blast cone. You can actually pounce, let me see. You can actually pounce this way, but because you're queuing, if your cursor's here, you're still actually getting the blast cone to push you this way rather than push you this way, which your character is actually in. So let me see if I can do it again. So I'm gonna have my cursor like to this side, but my actual animation is gonna be going forward. So like that. So hopefully that made sense. So my W animation is going forward, but I'm still being pushed back into the actual direction, which, it's like one of those like niche little things where maybe there's a situation where you trick somebody, you pretend you're gonna be Wing forward, well, you are Wing forward, so maybe they continue going forward instead of going into the direction that you would be bouncing towards. And you also get your W cooldown reset. So I think that's just about it. There are some other kind of animation cancels when it comes to having Tiamat or Ravenous Hydra. But to be honest, I don't think it's really optimal to even just have those items. I don't think it's really necessary to have them. But oh my god, I just got trolled by my boy. Is there another one? Oh, actually there is. So this one I see a lot. It's kind of frustrating when I watch people do it improper. So you have the haunted part, or hunted part. So you get a W, and then you're gonna E rather than Q. I see so many people just WQ just to get the max damage or whatever, which is understandable. But because you're actually Wing onto the target, your W gets refreshed as it's supposed to. And you can actually W again forward and then Q. And essentially what this does, so like this. Okay, well I did it too quick. My boy got one tapped. But what this basically does, actually does this work on so I'm gonna W, E, and then they'd be running, right? So I W again and then Q them, because technically I should have like more I guess range with Nidalee as a champion compared to essentially almost every other top laner. The only top laners that are really like annoying to have this happen to, where you can't actually do this, is champs like Renekton, Riven. So these are the champs that have like their dashes or dashes or like other movements within their abilities, not necessarily flash. And this isn't like, because I know people are going to be like, this isn't, you shouldn't do this or whatever, because it's like just in case they flash. If that's the case, technically most of the time they're actually going to be flashing when you're Wing, which actually breaks your W, which means you wouldn't even be getting your Q or your E damage off regardless. But say they flash after and they're at like 100 HP, where if you use your Q instead of your E, technically in that scenario you should have used your WQ rather than your E. But I'm mostly talking about being in the range of like 80% HP. So, because at that point, you're trying to get them as low as possible for your takedown to actually do even more damage. But yeah, that's really everything. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I think this will be useful to people who wanted to know about animation canceling, the tips and tricks and all that. Nidalee has one more like complex kits where she can actually do all these fun little things like resets and stuff with her W, which is actually really fun. Makes the champ really unique. And yeah, I think that's just about it. Hopefully this was useful to you guys. Let me know if there was something that I missed. I'm sure there is. Like I said, like the Titanic Hydra stuff, the Titanic, or not Titan. I don't think you can do it with Titanic Hydra. I think you can do it with Ravenous Hydra, but you can do it with Tiamat specifically, with the animation canceling. Maybe you can do it with Titanic Hydra. I don't really remember because I don't build those items too much anymore. But yeah, hopefully this was informative and helpful to you guys. And I will be uploading the Unranked to Diamond series either today or tomorrow when this video is being uploaded. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna try to have them be uploaded around the same time every single day to keep it consistent for you guys, and hopefully that's really helpful. So thanks for watching and have a great day. Chumbles out.